Hello everyone, and we're doing a ranked video. As you see, these are the decks which are playable for me now, even two of them, 3 and 2 cards missing. So we're down to these two decks. So we're trying out Pain Demon Hunter now. Let's see how that goes. Ooh, it's a decent deck so far. So we'll see how it goes. The idea is it's a complete aggro deck. It's a face deck. I guess it's more or less a face deck with a bit of nuance, because we don't have ways of buffing up our hand except for Battle Fiend and where is it? Sock Puppet, Slither Spear. I didn't keep any of these. Just see if this is worth it. This is good if you've got a board already. This helps you keep the board. You can see we've got the background deathrattle cards here. Summoner, deathrattle, dormant dreadseed. So we've got a lot of dreadseed stuff going on. A lot of 1-drops. We should get 1 or 2 1-drops. Right, Tusk Piercer. We kind of got a board here. 2 dormant dreadseeds, 1 dormant dreadseeds. Okay, we've got Aranna as well. So let's start with this. Help us draw some cards. The advantage of having this later on is it does give you 1 extra attack on your what's it called, on your, if you know, sock puppet. Alright, let's swing with this because we're going to play this. We'll draw a card, see what we get. No, it's not going to make a difference in our decision. So we go like this. This is a really good card. This is a 3/3 with lifesteal, but it does damage. I think we coined this out actually. We coined it out just for the tempo. We've got another 4-drop coming up as well. We've got AoE. If this is a right, so he's playing the Wallow deck. So he's going to have a few cards which have gifts us. He's got 4/5. How do we deal with a very big minion coming up next turn? I don't know. I think we just have to take over the board as early as possible. This is going to give us some extra attack next go. Shame we don't have the right. Okay. We could just play that in. That will kill it off. This does 3 damage. Maybe we just play this. Make him choose what he wants to trade. If he kills this, it kills himself. If he kills this, it summons the dreadseed. So the death rattles on these cards are helping me make his decisions much harder. Didn't get the best start because we like to have the ramping, Battle Fiends and Sock Puppet. 1 minute. We could play 3-drop and hero power here instead. I think we do that. So we do this, summon 2 dreadseeds, hero power to kill this off, and we've got a nice board. Great. Let's see, this is his very big minion. No, that's not the big minion, is it? No, the one which is the Raptor Herald. This is his big one. This card here. This is a massive card. It's a 4/5. Bonus stat card. That could work to my advantage if I've got Aranna. Let's say he's got a 20 attack minion. I could play Aranna and just smash my hero power into it. And the damage I would have taken, you've got to be very careful. I've made this mistake once. Damage your hero takes on your turn is redirected to a random enemy. That could be face, but if there's a few minions, it could actually go on another minion. Right, okay. So maybe we could set up Aranna if we put this down as well. Is there any way we can kill this? Okay. We just trade on board here. Let's just work it out first. Yeah, if we just do one attack into that, plus that, this will kill this, and we can build up our board with our hero power sort of cards. So I guess we put this down as well.
Relax your mind.
We'll kill this off, that kills the lowest. We even healed up the damage we took, which is nice. Wasn't really thinking about that. As long as he doesn't have an AoE, we should be winning in a couple of turns now. Especially we've got this on board and this. And we've got more attack coming out. That's perfect. That works brilliantly. Next turn with the sock puppet, we can have 5 attack from the sock puppet and 4 attack from my hero.
It is an honor to greet you.
So we don't know what. We know he's got a summon. Discover legendary with a dark gift. I think that was Xavius. Xavius was discovered. So he's got a summon a 2/2 with his Wallow, and he's got a 4/5. So his Wallow's going to have 4/5, and there's going to be a 2/2 version of the Wallow so far. So there's nothing to worry about yet. Okay. And Wallow costs 7 mana, I think. So as long as it doesn't have Wind Fury. Oh, this is charge. Right, so now we might have a bit of an issue. We might have a bit of an issue now. Ah, perfect. Right, this is where we want to start causing him disruption on the board. Is there any point in playing this instead? No. We float some mana, but I think we're very close to lethal anyway. Let's just check. This is up to 16.
I grow impatient.
16. We do this. That goes. This goes 5 damage. Then we attack this next. But we've still got the 4 attack. Ah, so if you had a weapon, then this loses an attack. Guess this goes next. There's no way we can kill this off and do damage with the Aranna. Okay, so just go here. Hopefully that will keep our board alive. Explosive trap, even better. So that if he goes face, then he's dead basically. I've got ice barrier as well. So if he tries attacking me with Wallow, that will actually kill him. That's funny. Yeah, you can see it's a fast step, but you see it's taken me till turn 7 to win this. It's not as fast as the old Hunter aggro Hunter decks. It's more of a tempo deck, I would say. Yeah, here we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, that's going to heal him up a lot, actually. Yeah, he's testing out a freezing trap. Got to kill one of these two, I'm guessing. So he's used up his Wallow. That's his win condition gone. Unfortunately, it means that... oh, he could do a lot of damage to my face there. Oof, this is painful. Yeah. Do we play a runner here? Let's see what we can get off this, I guess. Can this give me something? We could do 1 and 2 player Aranna, go face, I guess. I'll take the CG. But here we go. Right, so I'm going to take 13 damage. That's going to be redirected either to this minion itself or to face. If it goes face, that's not good because he's just going to heal up anyway. Nice! Did it. Killed it. And we're back on the attack. Wow, tricky. Get lifesteal. Oof. How do you get lifesteal? Oh, there's, yeah, he must, one of the things which we didn't see must have been gain 3 attack and lifesteal. Tricky game this. Got to go all the way back from the beginning. All that damage, chip damage, got deleted with that lifesteal. But all he's got now is just dark gifts, and they're slow. They're powerful, but they're slow. We've got tempo. And we've got... I wish they wouldn't do this. I can't see how much attack I've got. Yeah, we've got 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18. And now I can't see how much attack I have to do. 18. You need something now. Right, so we've got lethal on board, but remember we've got an extra 3 attack with this, this and that. Okay. So it's freezing. We can try doing some extra damage here. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm not going to be able to summon the dreadseeds here. I can put it down anyway, I guess, for the deathrattle. He can't freeze it again, surely, can he? Alright. Let's see what happens here. We do 4 damage. Okay, kill that off. He doesn't have a second ball freeze, unless he's going to bounce this back to hand. That would be really obnoxious, but I could do the same thing again. I could just attack it with my face. Maybe we'll get 5 damage through to his face, 4 damage, whatever. This is a really strong board, this, now. Some classes, yeah, just a flame strike, it's all dead. I'm not sure if this deck runs those type of cards. I mean, the table flip will do 3 damage. That will kill everything except these 3. We could trade 1 off, get rid of that. So I'll be left with these 2. Could probably get rid of them as well with some sort of spell. So, by no means 1 yet, but this does 4 damage. For a hero attack this turn. And we do have potentially some very fast turns. We've also got Menagerie Jug. Undead Beast, Naga, Undead Beast, Demon. Yeah. We get Cain, we can sacrifice something. Now this is 4 damage, right? Alright, we'll do things like this. We'll do this. So we'll do 2 damage. So the 4 damage which I would have taken went face here. And let's just go... Maybe we play this. This does 4 dash. It presents a very big threat on board, I guess. With this...
I grow impatient.
Right. I'll be a bit more aggressive here. Oh, have we actually won? Oh yeah, we won. Okay. Yeah, we had so much damage that, yeah. Okay, great. Very nice. All right. I was getting lulled into full sense of, like, this is going to be a long game. But yeah, he was just stalling desperately. Very nice. Okay. I think we're on a win streak with this deck now. Nice. Okay. Oh, we hit Diamond 10. Nice. Okay. Let's play one more game. And then we'll have a quick look at the deck. Plus 15 spells. Okay. Oh, what was that? The quest. Destroy 25 minions. Actually, not going to bother rerolling it because birds in hand's worth 2 in the bush. So definitely 900 birds in hand is worth 1,000 birds in the bush, I guess. We could roll into something which we can't be bothered doing, like play, I don't know, Shaman or something like that. It's funny how Shaman's such a good deck in the last expansion, and now it's just completely, it's gone. It's completely gone. All the Shaman decks have been, the good ones have been nerfed out of existence, and the new one is not convincing.
A new song begins.
The Legion's rage pales.
Right, so we've got Spirit of the Team. We really want to get one of our 1-drops. Nope. Unlucky. We wanted to get Sock Puppet or Battle Fiend to start off. That's you're always looking for that in your mulligan. And we're facing an Imbue Druid. Oh, we got it. Perfect. Great. Let's just hope he doesn't have spells which remove minions. I don't think they've got too many of them. We've got Swipe, but it's not a nature spell. We've got 2 attack next turn with this. Okay, I think we... even better. We can set this up. I think we trade this just in case he's got a way of buffing up the 1/1 there. Right, now we can kill that off. This is perfect. Perfect start. Right, and he's only getting a 2/2 so far. We've got an undead Naga demon. Oh, this is perfect. If we can survive. If we can survive. Okay, maybe we can do something to break the shield on this. Let's see what we get from this. Oh, okay. Alright, I think we just summon the what's it called soon. Summon 2 random dreadseeds. We'll just go base, we'll kill off the Battle Fiend. And next turn, we've got a very big turn. We're going to buff up the Naga. That's frustrating. I know what to do. So we trade this in. 2 damage, go face.
Gotta go.
Get a bit of extra attack, so this is buffed up more. Well, we're getting through. There's a very annoying taunt. And now we've got a Quillbore Undead and Naga. It should be lethal. We've got an extra 9 damage from hand here, which takes up to 13. We're going to have 13 damage if this doesn't get killed, plus 2 attack from here. That's 15, 17 because that attack then gets added to this. So we've got 17 attack without doing anything except playing this. Then 18, 19. So we've got 19 damage next turn. Wow, got through 2 very annoying taunts. Does he have a spell? Well played.
You are
Wow, he got them out to 5/5 already. Oof. And this gives me extra attack because it's even bigger. Wow. Oh, but the buff might go on the dog. That wouldn't be so good.
I can't win them all.
Look at that damage. Whoa. A 10-6. Alright. That is crazy. Beautiful. That's a really nice game. Yeah, glad to see Imbue Druid. I'd like to play that deck myself. It looks like a lot of fun. But yeah, the only I was right. He did not have removal. See, I'll have to get more aware of the sort of removal spells from the other decks, which people are starting to run now. I want to try Libram Paladin. I've got a feeling Libram Paladin will be extremely strong in them at the moment. Because I think all the reasons why it hasn't been working, those decks have just been nerfed now. So I think it might work, Demon Paladin. In the meantime, this Pain Demon Hunter, unbelievable, still only have 564 wins. Wow. Compare that with the Hunter. Hunter's only 1,243. This used to be my second most played class. Wow. Right, bother checking that. Let's have a look at the deck. We've got extra 50 gold. Pack, ticket. Oh, we're actually in the middle of an arena run at the moment. Like 3040, something like that. Okay, let's have a look at the deck quickly. It's a really nice deck. I used to love playing these aggro decks back in the day, but there's so much removal in the game since then that it's been very hard to play aggro, but at least the time being until people worked out the new meta. There's very aggressive decks good. So we go straight to the Mulligans. Battle Fiend, after your hero attacks, gain 1 attack. And Sock Puppet, Slither Spear. This means attack is improved by your heroes. So Battle Fiend can only ramp up once per turn, whereas Sock Puppet can get a burst of attack. It's a very deceptively strong card. Demon Hunter can get like 5 attack from nowhere easily, and that gives you like a 6/3 minion for that turn. Anyway, I should warn you though, if you do have a weapon, this gets a bit complicated, because let's say I've got 3 attack for some reason, because we had one of the dreadseeds just woke up, so we've got 3 attack from our hero. This means attacks improved by hero, so this would be a 4/3 now. But once if we have a weapon equipped, let's say it's a 1/2, so instead of having 4/3, this would be 5/3. However, when we swing, the weapon breaks, our attack, our hero's attack goes down from 5 to 4, which means this will go down from a 6/3 to a 5/3. So you want to attack with this before you lose a weapon. However, if you attack without a weapon, or your weapon's not going to break, let's say it's a 1/2 weapon, it's going to go to 1/1, then it's still counted that you've got that attack damage, and the Sock Puppet will get the full attack damage from your attack, even though you've attacked already. Okay, so it lasts till your next turn. That means it doesn't get used up if you actually attack using attack damage. Patch as a pilot, very good 1-drop as well. Obviously, start putting charge minions into the deck. You've got 6 charges, effectively 6 damage to face. And as you saw in that game, Menagerie Jug, it can be not just 1 damage for a little pirate, it can actually turn into 4 quite easily. The other 1-drops we've got, fantastic card, Brain Masseuse, 2/4. Whenever this minion takes damage, also deal that amount to your hero. But that means we don't care, because we're going to be the aggressors in almost any game we're going to be playing, because we're an extremely aggressive deck. We do lack a bit of removal in terms of spells, so we're a classic aggro deck, not an aggro control deck, like let's say a Hunter might be, because Hunter has spells to remove minions. So the way that Hunter works usually is they're an aggro control deck, which means they They go on board with minions, and to keep the minions on board, they don't trade on board. They use spells to control any minions which you putting to counter their minions. They'll just remove them with spells, and they can keep hitting face with the minions. Whereas with this deck, it's much trickier because you actually have to use your weapon, your hero power, the attack damage from your hero and the minions to help control the board. But we've got some good minions which can help you do that, so we're going to have a look at them. But anyway, so Brain Masseuse, very good at 2/4 minion, very powerful turn 1. It really gives you that board control you need to start developing the rest of your board. This deck's going to be weak against decks which run a lot of AoE, like cheap AoE, like a Table Flip, which does 3 damage to all enemy minions from Warlock, which can be very cheap if you've got a full hand. I'm not sure if Defile's in the meta, but Defile, our deck is very vulnerable to Defile because we tend to have very low health minions. 3 health, 4 health is typical, but we can end up with 1 health minions like with this. Yeah, I guess most of our minions are actually 3 health and above, to be honest. Okay. But there was a meta, I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago with the dragon one. What's it called? Galakron meta, where literally every class had something which could deal 3 damage. So you needed to have something which was 4 damage so you could stick a board. So maybe the current meta you don't have that anymore. I'm not sure, I have to check again. Anyway, so those are your first 3 must keeps: Battle Fiend, Brain Masseuse, and Sock Puppet. I would also keep Patches the Pirate, but if you've got too many 1-drops and no card draw, no, I wouldn't worry about it. Actually, I wouldn't worry about it. I would just keep all any 1-drop. The main thing is you have to get on board as fast as you can with this deck, because that really makes a big difference for your win condition. I wouldn't keep Illidari Studies though, because that's kind of, you want to play Illidari Studies plus an outcast minion same turn. So if you have a look at the outcast options, we've got quite a few at the moment. We've got Sigil Runner, draw a card. You've got Discover Demons. I never take this because maybe you get some good demons, but you're spending 2 mana to discover in this deck, which is the tempo tech. You don't want to be going for value in this deck. You want to be putting stuff on board up front. Even if you get good demons like Battle Fiend, there's no discount on the demons. The outcast just lets you discover them so you can actually choose useful demons. And if you have to get the random ones, not good. Never take that. Spectral Sight, very good card for drawing if you're running short. So if you're running out of cards, then your Illidari Studies will have to hope to hit a Spectral Sight or one of the other 2 card draw options, which was Sigil Runner or Paraglide. Right. Paraglide you can play even not outcast. Just you keep an eye. You don't want to give the opponent too many answers to your board, so you can help them draw as well. Another good card, Wayward Sage, fantastic for tempo. For 2, it basically ends up being a 0 cost 2/2 because you spend 2 mana, but you reduce the cost of 2 cards in your hand. Removal can be very important. As we said, it's not an aggro control deck, it's an aggro deck, which means we don't have control tools. So if you get like a free control tool, like a 1 cost 3 damage, fantastic. This very powerful. We always look out for this if you've got a bit more mana, because again, this gives us attack damage for Battlefield, but especially for the Sock Puppet. Sock Puppet with this changes from a 1/3 to a 4/3. If you manage to outcast and get the extra 4/3 damage. Then you got CG, some very good cards you can get off it. Twin Slice is brilliant with our deck. Another Battlefield Fiend. This is a 2/2, which is a bit strange because the classic, the one at the moment is a 1/3. So you get a bit of a nerf and a bit of a buff. Jockey Warblaze, nice to have a weapon. A bit expensive, but it's nice to have a weapon. So you constantly got the extra damage on the Sock Puppet, and you've got always a way of using Battle Fiend and also triggering Aranna as well. Right. Oops, that one doesn't have all the options. Altruist, very good with this deck because we've got a lot of cheap minions. Probably better if you're at turn 6 or 7, then it's likely you can put 3 or 4 damage together after playing Altruist possibly. But okay, that's just Altruist. Remember, we aren't, I would say maybe we're an aggro tempo deck because we do have a very fast start, but then we keep things going with a few 2 draws, 3 draws. We do have a relatively expensive top end with a finisher with Menagerie Jug. I would have thought the Menagerie Jug would be a finisher. Aranna, which you need to have because of the tourist cards. We've got Brain Masseuse in here. And it's just Brain Masseuse we've got. Wow, okay. Yeah, Brain Masseuse is the only reason we're running Aranna. But yeah, but Aranna's very good. That damage, we won one of the games purely because of Aranna. Yeah, we couldn't have got rid of that massive minion without taking serious damage ourselves and killing it off without Aranna. It's a fantastic card. You just got to keep an eye on like what the Aranna effect will hit, because if you go slamming your face into a minion, it'll deal that minion's attack damage to something random, so it could end up damaging itself like we had in that game. We killed the Wallow off that way, that in that game with the Warlock. But it could go face, which is very often what we prefer. But it could actually just go and kill a 1-2 like we had in the game there as well. And remember, there's 2 ways of triggering Aranna with this deck, not just by attacking with your face. We've also got Brain Masseuse as well. Will damage our hero, which will mean that damage this theoretically would take will get redirected if Aranna's on board. Okay, Tusk Piercer. Tusk Piercer draws a deathrattle minion. We've got a couple of deathrattle minions, mainly Ball Hog, and we've got the Dreadseeds Corruptor. We'll look at them in a minute. Whether you should start off with Tusk Piercer, I would say if you've got Battle Fiend and or Sock Puppet, then keep the Tusk Piercer, because just make it easier for you to keep buffing the Battle Fiend without having to click your hero power. So this is like basically your 2 mana for 1 mana up front. It's like you got your hero power twice with this. You play this turn 1, let's say with the battlefield, you attack, you can put a 2 drop down turn 2 and not have to worry about hero power to attack with battlefield, because you're going to attack anyway because you've got a weapon. So I'd keep this if you've got Battle Fiend and or Sock Puppet. Otherwise, just by itself, not so sure we should keep it. I didn't keep Patches over it. Brain Masseuse definitely, let's keep over Tusk Piercer. Even though it does draw you a card, still just a 1 mana weapon without any other upside with Battle Fiend or Sock Puppet. It's hard to justify. Creature of Madness you could keep if you've got 1 drop, because that can lead into a very powerful turn 3. We're just going through all the right. This is the other outcast cards you've got, and CG basically got Twin Slice, Battle Fiend, Blades Altruist, I-Beam. Now I-Beam costs 0, by the way, because it's the original one. Glaive-bound Adept. It's a 7/4. It got nerfed to a 5/4, I think. If it's hero attack, this 10-4 damage. I remember using this so much just when Demon Hunter was released. This is one of the cards which just made it so oppressive. You have such a powerful effect, and you just send it face. You got a 5 mana 7/4. A 5 mana 7/4 is an amazing card without any effect. What were they thinking? And then you got this incredible card, dormant for 2 turns, but when it wakes up, deal 10 damage from random split amongst enemies. If you're going late and you can't get through some annoying taunts, this could be a good card. Metamorphosis, very good card. Expensive, but you get 1 mana, deal 5 damage. It's it's 7 mana deal 10 effectively over 2 turns. So it's like a directed, that's like a pyroblast basically for 7 mana. If you think of it like that, that's crazy. A 7 mana pyroblast used to cost 10, and this costs 7. 5 to actually get the hero power, and 1 to use that to actually trigger the hero power each turn. If you happen to have sing-along buddy, then you'll double up that hero power. Okay, but we're not running sing-along buddy. And of course, Skull of Gul'dan. Draw 3 cards. Outcasts reduce their cost by 3, which is absolutely crazy, especially with this deck. If you hit some of the 5 drops, it's brilliant. Anything else would cost 0, basically. Okay, so yeah, that's Illidari Studies. You generally want to use Illidari Studies maybe turn 3 if you're looking for card draw. Then you can hit one of the 3 card draw options. Otherwise, use it a bit later for some extra value, extra damage, whatever. Right, so those are the mulligans: Battle Fiend, Brain Masseuse, Patches, Sock Puppet, and Creature of Madness if you've got a 1-drop already, or Grim Harvest if you've got 1-drop. The perfect curve is Sock Puppet into Spirit of the Team, because that means you get your 1/3 on board already. Then you suddenly buff it up with 2 attacks, so you've got 3/3 ready to go. Of course, Spirit of the Team works just as well with Battle Fiend. Yeah, and don't keep anything else. Now, just for the rest of the deck, we've got Grim Harvest for card draw and a Dreadseed. Then we've got more Dreadseed with this. Generally, you only, because we're a tempo deck or aggro deck, we generally want to use the summon 2 Dormant Dreadseeds. 3 damage, deal 2 damage to all minions. That's really a horrible option. Deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. That would make more sense. That would be like Arcane Explosion, just for an extra mana and extra damage. I guess they can't let you do that, and Demon Hunter for some reason does damage to all minions, including your own one, which there's no synergy in that at all. It's not like Warrior with self-damage. Oh, now you can buff up your slightly damaged minion. Demon Hunter does that. I don't know why they keep doing this for Demon Hunter. Deal damage to all minions. It's only a control tool. But you don't want to damage your own minions. So I'd almost always use this for 2 Dormant Dreadseeds. Unless, obviously you can adapt to any situation which might come up, unusual situation. So we've got Grim Harvest, Wyvern Slumber, and we've got Dreadsoul Corrupt, which is a battle cry, and Deathrattle. Summon a random Dreadseed. So it's basically the same as the 3-drop, but here you get a 4 cost body as well. Plus you get a Deathrattle in your Deathrattle pool, which means that resurrect a friendly Deathrattle minion that costs 4 or less. Summon a copy of it. Means this will get resurrected and give you another Deathrattle. And because 2 of them get resurrected, you get 2 4/4s resurrected. They die. Each one of them summons a Dreadseed. Now, if you don't know what Dreadseeds are, 1 of 3 cards. Right. You either get a 1-mana elusive 3/3, undead beast. They're all undead beasts. And it wakes in 1 turn. So the next turn it will wake up. Hound Dreadseed. It won't wake up next turn. It'll wake up the turn after, but it'll be a 2-mana 4/4, and it will give you 3 attack, which is brilliant synergy with the Battle Fiend, and the Sock Puppet. So bear that in mind. So you're doing some prayers. Pray for the Hound Dreadseed. And Serpent Dreadseed, very good to protect your board, but it takes 3 turns to wake up. And it's a Taunt Lifesteal 5/5, massive minion. Right. So yeah, of course you can't choose which one. They're going to be random, but they're all very useful. The 1-drop just for tempo, the 2-drop also for tempo and for massive damage. If you've got a Sock Puppet, Battle Fiend there, if you really got lots of options. You can plan your battlefield and sort of puppet around your dreadseeds, taking into account when theoretically they might wake up. They get Spirit of the Team. That's just a nice stealth minion for 1 turn, giving you 2 attack. Again, we showed that it's got synergies. So the Dreadseeds cards, this draws a card. This doesn't, but gives you 2. This gives you 2 as well, but not straight away. It has to dive to give you the second one, but you can bring it back. And then you've got the other deathrattle minion we're running is Bullhog, which is an amazing deathrattle. Lifesteal, Battlecry, and deathrattle. Another Battlecry deathrattle card. It's a cool ball, which is important as well, as you saw in the last game. Deal 3 damage to the lowest health enemy. So this is a brilliant way of controlling the board. We spoke about we don't have spells to control the board, but we've got effectively minions to control the board. So we've got Bullhog, got things like Hand Dreadseed to give us attack. We've got Spirits of the Team plus our hero power itself to give us attack. That's how we control the opponent's board. We want to keep our board as healthy as possible, so it's got the highest chance of surviving the sort of mid-late turns, sort of like turn 4, 5, 6, 7. So it can keep doing that chip damage to face. Creature of Madness really spoke about that. Get some crazy things there. Look for something with charge or something with 4/5. 4/5 is someone you always want to go for because just the stats are just so good for your tempo. But obviously, you can decide what gives you the best tempo there. What's needed to control the board, possibly. Right, then we've got Menagerie Jug. Now, if you look carefully at our deck, we've got demons. We've got undeads and beasts. We've got undead pirates. We've got more. We've got a demon pirate. So we've got undead pirate, demon pirate. We don't have any undead demons, but we've got undead beasts. We've got nagas. We've got undead. We've got a demon. Quillbore. So we've got so many demons. We've got so many different types of minions. Now they've got this buffed Menagerie Jug. Give 3 random friendly minions of 3 of different types. 3/3. That's 9/9 burst for 5 mana. But it's not just 9/9 burst to the face. These stats stick on your minions, making your minions extremely hard to clear. Plus it gives you that burst of damage. Brilliant card for this deck. And then finally you've got Kane Sunfury. If you want to, the idea is in this deck you want to be constantly chipping, doing chip damage to the face. And when they finally get enough mana to put an annoying taunt in the way, maybe with lifesteal like we had in the game recently, I'm not sure if it's on this video, I had a game like that recently. Then Kane just goes, bypasses the taunt, you just go face to finish them off. Ravenous Fell Hunter resurrects 2 Bullhogs or 2 Dreadsoul Corruptors, whichever one has died already. And they've both got a lot of value. Right, this has got a lot of tempo. It's got lifesteal, damage, control the board. And this has, okay, got 2 of them, 2 random dreadseeds, also good. But you're playing a 5/5, a 5 mana 5/3, which summons 2 3/3s. So that's, if you think of it like that, it's 5 mana 11/9 in stats, or it's over here, it's going to be 13/11 in stats because you've got a 5/3 plus 2 4/4s. Yeah. So it's a very high value card. People are used to playing it with the Arcanite Defense Crystal, but that's probably dead now because the Arcanite Defense Crystal doesn't cost 4 or less anymore. Anyway, and they finally got Aranna. Damage your hero takes. You've got to be very clever. This is a tricky card. You've really got to plan around it, how to maximize its usage. But remember, it's not the damage you do. So you could just use your hero power for 1 attack. just to take damage, and whatever big minion they happen to have on board, that will get redirected. It can either kill the minion itself if it's a 10-10 or something, or 50-50 theoretically. You just go face first into it, and the 50 damage will be redirected to the minion itself or to face, which will be probably lethal. And as we said, there's two ways of activating the effect. Is either playing with your hero power or with a weapon or whatever, give your hero attack effect, or with Brain Masseuse. So if you get the Brain Masseuse on early, like the turn before Aranna, you can hope that it survives, and then you can sort of double dip with the Aranna. You can play the Aranna, then attack a minion with your face, plus attack the minion with Brain Masseuse, and you could do a lot of damage to their board or even to their face. So it's you always want to be on the side of tempo with this deck. I can't think of many decks where you want to be taking control, and we don't have the tools for control. So you're fighting for tempo with this deck straight off the bat. So you have to get the 1-drops to get started. Get big minions, Creature of Madness, or get your dreadseeds going, or your heroes attack damage going in conjunction with your minions, which benefit from that. Control the board, ball hog, or this, and then finish them off with the Menagerie Jug, or if you're really in a long game, hopefully get some value out of this, or Aranna for some shock. Turning the damage their damage against them, or just ignoring their taunts with Cane. So pretty straightforward deck. I told you basically everything you need to play this deck. Observers of Mystery, you want to play this once you've got a board, which will be most games. You're going to have some sort of board. This helps protect the board because they don't know what to do. Is there a freezing trap so I can't attack with a minion? Is there a rat trap so I can't play too many cards? That's looking at you, Rogue. You don't know what sorts of secrets that they're going to have. Playing a minion could get killed by explosive runes. All sorts of confusion thrown in the mix with Observer of Mystery. But yeah, that's this deck. We're not running any crewmates because this is even faster. We're not running things like deal damage to all minions twice because it destroys your board. Other cards you can think about are Chaos Strike. You could put this in as well because we do have a wide board. But this is the board this is the deck we've got at the moment. You can put a red card in, but we try. You see that game we had against the Druid with the 2/4/4 Divine Shield taunts. We managed to get through them just because we had so much stuff on board. So we don't need to have any dedicated removal cards, it seems. Just get on the board as much as you can, and hopefully just the sheer speed which you're putting things out should be enough to either kill them off quickly, or if they've got some annoying taunts, you can still get through them just based on the minions, which is very unusual. Yeah, again, there's lots of really good cards you could put in, things like this. Yeah, we don't want to play Zerg minions after all the Zerg cards have been nerfed, so yeah. Even this might be an option with Aranna. But then again, what's the point of having you want to play this with Aranna, you might as well just attack with if you're not attacking face, just attack with a 1-attack weapon or with your hero power. You still get the effect. Yeah. I mean, even this could work, but again, got Grim Harvest, draw a card, plus you get some tempo with the Dreadseed. I think this is the optimal deck which I can think of at the moment. Can't see anywhere to improve it. Could put Acupuncture in if you want for some 8 damage with Aranna. Or Nightshade Tea with Aranna. Yeah, Nightshade Tea with Hot Coals. There's a few Priest cards I think which would actually fit in this deck better than any Demon Hunter cards. But besides that, I think this deck is just very good. Yes, so if you want to adapt the deck, I would look more at the Priest cards, Acupuncture, Nightshade, and hot coals, especially hot nightshade and hot coals, because this will help you control. It'll turn your deck into an aggro control deck. So you're using spells to control the opponent's minions. So if you're facing other aggro decks, then start thinking about putting this in. Otherwise, just go purely on tempo and just win the game like that. Alright, I hope that helps everyone and enjoyed that video. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.